what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Noles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback, the ball. Out to the 25-yard line. Quick handoff. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The pull and throw off the RPO. On the move at the 30. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now it's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This offense came out of the tunnel red hot in the opening drive of the game. They get it all the way down close inside the opponent's goal line, and on second down now, you're going the wrong way. Not good enough up front protecting the quarterback. It's a huge...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Makes the catch, it's McCoy. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great...
There he goes down the right side. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the single running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs in the play.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Looks it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. With the catch, it's White.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Holmes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Castellanos. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets open down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got pretty for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
from the gun, running back on the move. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy. They've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. And it's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
The Noles can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Still looking, on the move. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Webster. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe fix the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Tight end finds a soft spot. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Going up top again. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to swing it on second down. He tries to take the top off. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. Just didn't put the thing all the way in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On third down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. Caught close to the marker. It's Pittman. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. UTEP overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from El Paso, these Miners gotta be thrilled with the result. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive, bro. It's first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets away from one, he's got space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Holmes. Here's a heat. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now the play fake. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. Going for the big play. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. God continues to fight for yards.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He caught it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the D deny them on second and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. At their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Making side adjustments here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Tulsa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
The Seminoles in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Buys a little time. He'll throw it, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something. But just couldn't find a man.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on! Touchdown Buckeyes! He got loose and it was lights out after that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Applewhite. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
He'll take the deep shot. It's caught. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, how about the offense?
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you got to come right back with tempo, and a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch it.
Oh, and that ball just inches away from being in every highlight around the country. That was an absolute bomb. Just couldn't quite get it far enough.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes.
Makes the grab on the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Rushes on him. It's complete on the right side. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Applewhite. Gonna take a shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And for a quick quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Noles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. You just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give and tick, 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 tick. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Line getting set on second down. On the run, it's Donaldson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Quick completion on the out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Got a man. It's Holmes. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.